Folks, Childress Racing has announced that they will appeal the penalty imposed on Austin Dillon. This comes after Dillon's recent victory at Richmond was disqualified by NASCAR, which subsequently decided that the win would not count towards the playoffs. Now, if you don't know what happened that night, let me break it down for you. It was a dramatic finish at Richmond, and it left everyone talking about what went down on the track. The NASCAR race was nearing its end, and it looked like Joey Logano was going to cross the finish line first. But things took a surprising turn when Austin Dillon decided to make an aggressive move. Dillon went for the win, but he did so in a way that many people found questionable. Instead of slowing down to make the corner, Dillon kept his foot on the gas and drove into Logano. This move sent Logano spinning, and suddenly, Dillon was in the lead. Denny Hamlin, who was in the third position at the time, thought he was about to benefit from the chaos. He saw Dillon collide with Logano and thought the path was clear for him to take the lead. For a brief moment, he believed he might win a race that he hadn't expected to win. But that hope was short-lived. As Dillon struggled to keep control of his car, he ended up colliding with Hamlin, sending Hamlin's car hard into the wall. This crash crushed Hamlin's chances of winning and left Dillon crossing the finish line first. It was a stunning sequence of events, but the drama didn't end there. After the race, NASCAR officials reviewed what had happened. They looked at Dillon's aggressive driving and decided it was not in line with the rules. Although Dillon technically crossed the finish line first and was declared the winner, NASCAR decided to strip him of his eligibility for the playoffs. This meant that even though Dillon had a victory in the record books, it wouldn't help him advance to the championship round. It was a decision that sparked a lot of debates among fans and drivers alike. Hamlin was understandably frustrated after the race. He had seen a chance to win snatched away in the blink of an eye, and it wasn't just the loss that stung. The way it happened left a sour taste in his mouth. Hamlin didn't hold back in expressing his disappointment, pointing out that Dillon's move was reckless and dangerous.
Oh, I mean, absolutely a line was crossed. I mean, it's an invisible line, and it's not defined. I mean, they have rules and provisions for stuff like this, but they never take action for it. And what happens is you see young guys coming up in the short track ranks seeing that, and they think it's fine. The record book won't care, right, about what happened. He's going to be credited with a win, but obviously he's just not going to go far because you've got to pay your dues back on stuff like that. So, but it's worth it because they jump 20 positions in points, and so I understand all that, and there's no ill will there. I get it. I just hate I was part of it.
The aftermath of the race saw a lot of discussions about what is acceptable on the track. NASCAR has always been a sport where drivers push the limit, but there is a line that shouldn't be crossed. Many people felt that Dillon had crossed that line by making a move that put other drivers in danger. NASCAR's decision to penalize Dillon by removing him from the playoffs was seen as a way to send a message that such behavior would not be tolerated. It was a controversial decision, but one that many supported. Dillon didn't see things the same way. He believed that he was racing hard for the win and that this move was just part of the sport. He didn't agree with the penalty and felt that he had been treated unfairly. But NASCAR stood by its decision, saying they needed to ensure that drivers respected the rules and each other on the track. It was a tough situation, but one that NASCAR felt was necessary to maintain the integrity of the sport. Now, Dillon was docked 25 driver and owner points, and a spotter, Brandon Benish, received a suspension for 3 races. This incident has stirred significant controversy within the NASCAR community, as RCR vehemently disagrees with NASCAR's decision and plans to challenge it. The specifics of what will happen during their appeal remain unclear, but NASCAR's rulebook provides the governing body with broad discretion, making the outcome of such appeals uncertain. As the appeals process unfolds, many are watching closely to see how RCR will present their case and whether the penalty will be upheld or overturned. The decision will likely have significant implications for both Dillon's season and the broader NASCAR community, as it may set a precedent for how similar incidents are handled in the future. In a different yet equally compelling situation, Kurt Busch, a former NASCAR Cup Series champion, recently made headlines for all the wrong reasons. On a Monday night, Busch was pulled over for speeding, and the situation quickly escalated. He now faces charges for driving while intoxicated, careless and reckless driving, and speeding. His court date is set for September the 19th. Busch, who has not raced since 2022 due to a concussion that ended his career prematurely, has been involved with 23XI Racing in various capacities since his retirement. The news of his arrest has cast a shadow over his post-racing career and raised questions about his future involvement in the sport. Busch has publicly expressed his disappointment in himself, apologizing to his family, his racing family, and his fans. He acknowledged the seriousness of his actions and stated that he intends to cooperate with the authorities to rectify the situation. Busch's statement shows a sense of remorse, but it also left the challenges he had faced in recent years. As the legal process unfolds, Busch's future within the NASCAR community remains uncertain. 23XI Racing has yet to release a statement regarding Busch's status within the team, leaving many to speculate about what lies ahead for the former champion. The incident has also shown a broader conversation about the pressures faced by athletes, particularly those in high-profile sports like NASCAR. Busch's situation serves as a stark reminder of the challenges that come with fame and the importance of making responsible decisions both on and off the track. Meanwhile, in a different arena, a fascinating debate has begun within the motorsports community, fueled by comments made by Kyle Larson, a prominent NASCAR driver. Larson, who recently secured his third Knoxville Nationals win, was asked if he felt he needed to prove himself against Max Verstappen, the three-time defending Formula One world champion. Larson's response was nothing short of bold. He confidently stated that he believes he's a better all-around driver than Verstappen. Larson's comments have ignited a firestorm of discussion among fans and experts alike. Many have praised his confidence, noting that he is taking on one of the most successful and well-known drivers in the world. Verstappen, currently at the peak of his career, is widely regarded as one of the best drivers on the planet, and his success in Formula One has earned him a legion of fans and a significant amount of respect within the racing community. Larson's willingness to compare himself to Verstappen and his assertion that he could outperform him in certain types of racing has drawn attention to the differences between various motorsports disciplines. This contrast has led to a broader discussion about what it means to be a great driver and whether success in one discipline can truly be compared to success in another. While the hypothetical matchup between Larson and Verstappen may never happen, the conversation has sparked a renewed interest in the idea of a motorsports Olympics, where drivers from different disciplines could compete against each other on an even playing field. Such an event would undoubtedly be a spectacle, but for now it remains a tantalizing what-if. So, what do you think about this? Comment down your thoughts right now, and while you're down there, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more upcoming updates. Until then, keep exploring.